Right, everybody, welcome into the She Shed. Let's see where we go. I'm excited to be coming to you from the outdoorsy part of the outdoors of my area here. All right, let's see what's going on. This is a reading for whoever needs to hear this message. Some of you definitely need to hear a message. I have been saying some things over the past. I think you should look back in your own sign, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I've been saying some things and I'm getting questions from people who are those signs, and they are 100% not listening to what's going on. So if you're one of the ones who are listening, thank you very much. Not to me, but listening to the signs around you, listening and paying attention to what's happening around you in sort of a big picture way, not necessarily in like a transactional way or like oh, this happened, so this means that. More like zoom out a little bit and look at what's happening in the big picture. I've been definitely getting that message. New moon in Scorpio coming up. We are in Scorpio time. All right, this week I'll be doing the mid-month readings. The monthlies are already up. The weeklies for this coming week are already up. So, boop. There are some playlists for you. Hi, Maze. How are you? She always wants to be on camera. You're such a girly girl. You sassy thing. All right. Charlie's over there. You can go play. I just saw Soulmate. I see message coming in. Message from Soulmates. All right. A message from Soulmates. Focus. Courage. Okay, so that's likely one of the messages that isn't getting listened to, is that there is going to need to be some serious courage in doing the thing that the universe is trying to tell you. And I think a lot of you, the ones who aren't listening, if you're listening, God bless you, to your messages from your spirit, not to me. If you are listening to what's going on in your life, good for you. But I feel like some of you guys are like shining it on or acting like I don't know what you're talking about, Mary Jo. I just don't want to go there. I just don't want to look at that. I don't want to have to deal with that problem. I don't want to let that person go. I don't want to take on that responsibility. I don't want to let go of an old career. I'm afraid. This is really, you are not really here on this, not really. You're not here on this planet to have like no ripples in the pond. Let's just say that's not why you're here. You're here to learn and grow. Right, Charlie? Right, Mom. All right. Sun underneath. 4 of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. Here comes the message. Message, Hierophant, Knight of Pentacles, and Magician. Wow. Okay. Here's Cancer energy moving forward. Some of you are moving toward a spiritual partner. I'm going to be doing the twin flame reading today as well. We post that on Mondays. On Wednesday this week, I'm going to be talking about karmics, soulmates, and twin flames, how to definitively tell the difference, how to understand what the lessons are that these souls are bringing you. Your twin soul is you in another body, so there's no need for really getting them to do anything. They are you. Okay, so what's interesting here is I feel like some of you are getting the message that you cannot hold on to something that has stagnated. That's not the same thing as stable. I've been saying that for a couple weeks now. There's definitely somebody here who needs to appreciate a gift that's being offered by the universe. Could be a person, could be your twin flame, could be a soulmate. And I feel like some of you are moving away from a karmic partner. Some of you are deciding that, and maybe courage is the lesson of that, to move away from a karmic partner who maybe you have been thinking is a twin flame, or you're thinking that they're somebody that needs to stick around. I promise you, when the lessons have been delivered, I almost feel like sometimes we don't learn them until after, like in the tumult of karmic energy. Sometimes it's hard to really take in all of the lesson. Okay. So, but I think there is a sense of the message coming through saying, hey, 10 seconds, 20 seconds of massive courage is what's going to be required here to do the work of moving forward. Some of you are moving away from a Taurus, a Virgo, a Gemini. Some of you are moving toward a twin flame, or some of you are moving toward a person who is a dynamic energy for you in terms of your soul growth. Okay? All right, let's see what's going on here. Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Yeah. I think some of you don't want to be hurt or hurt this person. Some of you feel like I've wasted a lot of time or something like that. King of Swords, 10 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. Some of you have a King of Swords that is which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. There's the Aquarian card and the Page of Pentacles. So I'm getting a lot of air. Well, I got everything here. I got fire here too. But I'm feeling like what I need to say to you is that this next partner is somebody who isn't, a lot of earth and water signs get together. A lot of air and fire signs get together. And that can be soulmate energy, or that can be karmic energy. I read a really interesting article yesterday about soulmates need to be a little different. Twin flames are definitely different because they are the other side of you, right? They have the same soul, the other side of you, but they are reflecting to you things you don't want to feel about yourself, things you don't want to know about yourself. Karmic partners do that too, but there is just one lesson, and there is no love there. Okay, that person, especially if they are really in the Plutonic energy, Pluto is really important in their chart or something like that, especially as it relates to you. This person could be here to massively blow you out of any kind of stagnation that you've been in. A lot of people don't want to grow further than where they are. Sometimes soulmates take us, and karmics take us along this path, and we just decide like we don't want to learn anymore. That's when things get stagnant. That's when things get stuck. And especially if we have lessons around what do other people think, or I can't do this, I can't break this off because everybody's watching, or it's going to be embarrassing to my family, or something like that, or the kids, or whatever. So I think some of you have had second life with this person already. And meaning you might have taken them back a couple times. I say second life, but maybe there's a third, fourth, fifth life. Somebody here has done that. This person is going to go toward their twin flame, or you are going to go toward your twin flame anyway, no matter how many times you kind of patch it together. So this Wheel of Fortune is sort of like, I'm confused by this situation. Why am I married or connected to this person? Marriage is a very societal formation. It's not something that has anything to do with spirituality or any kind of soul connection. It really doesn't. That's why some people who are twin flames don't necessarily marry in the very traditional sense, the 3D sense. They don't marry their twin. Their marriage is a different kind of marriage. It's more of a soul marriage. And I feel like some of you are choosing to move away. I do think some of you are getting this message that it's time to let go of a partner. We've learned and if you've learned all you have to learn, if there is like nothing there, if it's just like going through the motions, we're staying together for the kids, we're just kind of dutifully doing this. That's what this is. The Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles. We're just kind of dutifully doing things, but there is going to be a shift that's coming in. And I just want to say, like, I'm also going to talk about the big picture of astrology that's going to be happening over the next few years. I'm going to be doing a video about that. That's going to help you understand like the big arc of things and why this is happening right now. I feel like a lot of twin flames are being brought together right now. A lot of, because they have a mission and a purpose. So I'll go deeper into that in the twin flame reading. But I want to talk to some of you who are still with a karmic partner who are experiencing just like a malaise, or nothing happening, or it's unwinding, it's unraveling, or something like that. Like you can kind of feel that. And you feel that because you're like, you want something new, you want something different, you want to go in a new direction for yourself. Some of you are going to be uh, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sag, or whatever, but some of you are going to get clear on what makes you happy. Okay. And it's you. It's not somebody else that can give you happiness. It's just something about not holding back, or not being insular, not being, it's just white knuckling things, not doing that. We're not doing that anymore. If in order for you to show your true self, in order for you to be your true self, which is this, and have a give and take, have something that's balanced, you've got to learn something new. Okay. And a lot of soulmate relationships, a lot of karmic relationships end when the lessons end, because there's just nothing more to do. And that is definitively different than a twin flame. The lessons never end with twin flame. So I'm going to continue on with this reading. I will pull some cards for each zodiac sign. Oh, before I do that, we are in, let's see, hold on. The 10 of Cups, before you can claim it, this is not happening anytime soon. Fair enough. Okay, December, and by the end of this month. So November and December, there is a space between you claiming you claiming yourself, and you making choices that are for your best and highest good. You're doing that. And then there's this space, and you're kind of wondering like, oh God, did I do the right thing? But I feel like there's a lot of healing that has to take place. I think if you're going toward a twin, I think there is going to be some kind of hesitation, or some kind of maybe time, we are in 3D, right? Time period that has to happen for everybody to kind of get righted. I think there was a lot of lessons, or a lot of situations that have been devoid of any feeling, lack of anything going on. And I just want to feel again. I want to feel that again. And I do think November and December, by the end of this month is November, December, before you can claim it. I feel like this is already going on right now. And by the end of this month, woo, don't fall, Mary Jo. By the end of this month, I feel like you're going to know what I'm talking about. I think this is one of those situations that by the end of this month, by the end of this year, you're going to see how this is going to unfold. It may not, because of the holidays, because people are like, oh, we're not doing this big breakup and this big getting together during the holidays. There's a lot of you who are not going to take the courageous step until societally, you're going to be okay with it. There's definitely some pushback with family, or with community, or with friends, or something like that. Like, I can't do it during the holidays. I can't go in that direction. And so there is this sense of like a space. Okay, there's a space. And so what might be a good thing is for you to work on your healing, your self-healing. But I do see this world, universe doesn't care. Universe doesn't care about Q4 numbers. The universe doesn't care about contracts that are made in a 3D plane. You're here to remember who you are. You're here to do the lessons. This is all stuff we've put over top of it because of our egos. All of these contracts, all of these things that we've kind of layered in, every reason that you can think of for not growing is usually one based in ego. And I don't mean that like, oh, you got such a big ego. I just mean that we've created structures, and we've created like, this is identities, really. It's an identity thing. Like, I am this type of person. If I make a choice for my soul's growth, which is definitely not standing in place, if I make a choice for my soul's growth, what is mom going to think? What are my friends going to think? I don't want to give anybody the satisfaction of saying, I told you so. Things along those lines. So there's going to be some stuff happening in November and December that are going to push this button. Okay. Ooh, the Emperor. All right, let's see. 8 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Ace of Wands. So some of you have a person who is married coming toward you. Maybe it's your twin who is married, or if you're married, your twin is coming toward you. Okay. So this Emperor is like for life partner potential, or like taking bold action. That's what this is. Aries, taking bold action. And I almost feel like there's a sense of like, no, not until it's completely over, not until you've done some healing work. Okay. You've got to do those things. And the Ace of Wands is here as a way of helping. I think there is this help. I think if you're single and this twin comes toward you, but they're still married, I think that's the positive, that's the courage. All right, that's the courage. And the same thing about them. If they're leaving behind a marriage with a karmic or with a karmic soulmate, those are two things that we'll talk about in our heart healing group and how to tell the difference. If this person is that, if they're dealing with that, then there's some big lessons they have to swallow, embrace, make themselves recognize. Okay, so if you want to continue on with me, I'll go deeper into this reading. I'll pull cards for each zodiac sign. I know Maisie wants to go deeper. I know. All right, link is below. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.